Okay, so think about the traditional crypto asset management world for a second. We're talking billions of dollars constantly moving through the market, right? All guided by these highly complex strategies and professional managers. But for you, the average investor, this whole process has pretty much always been a total black box. You might see the end results, sure, but you rarely get to peek under the hood and see the actual mechanics behind the decisions. So what if we could just flip that entirely? What if you could imagine a reality where that incredibly complex portfolio management process is fully transparent, totally verifiable, and completely software native?
Welcome to today's Explainer. I am super excited you're joining me because today we are unpacking a really fascinating project that is fundamentally rethinking how we manage digital assets. It's called Messy Virgo. Okay, let's dive into this and explore the absolute paradigm shift they are building over on the base network, essentially moving us away from opaque, human-driven fund management straight into a transparent, AI-driven future.
Here's our roadmap for the Explainer today. We'll start with the asset management problem, then the Messy Virgo solution. Next up is the research engine, followed by the four-step roadmap, testing in public, and finally, the transparent future.
All right, kicking things off with part one, the asset management problem, and specifically the high cost of the black box.
So the really crucial point to grasp right off the bat is that the demand for this, it's already huge. Investors are actively pouring billions of dollars right now into crypto funds, ETFs, and all sorts of asset management platforms. Why? Because they want professional curation. They want that risk-managed exposure to digital assets, but they don't want to have to sit there staring at crypto charts literally 24/7. But traditionally, this massive market demand is met with zero visibility. You hand over your capital, and you just kind of have to trust that the managers know what they're doing.
It's really a story of blind trust versus total clarity. Traditional discretionary funds are expensive, highly manual, and completely rely on opaque, black box decisions. You never know why a manager bought an asset, you just know that they did. But then you have Messy Virgo's approach. They are delivering that exact same desired outcome, the professionally curated, risk-managed portfolio, but as a software-native app. They automate the research and the portfolio decisions, but instead of hiding their work, they give users 100% transparency into every single position, every rule, and every change. For a modern investor looking for automated portfolios, seeing exactly why a decision is made is becoming just as important as the decision itself.
Which brings us to section 2, the Messy Virgo solution, or turning crypto noise into clarity.
Their tagline absolutely hits the nail on the head. Smart AI, smooth DeFi. The future is messy. Honestly, if you've spent more than 5 minutes looking at crypto markets, you know messy is the perfect word for the sheer volume of data, hype, and panic out there. Messy Virgo is designed to take all that chaotic noise and basically distill it down into clear, actionable rotations using AI-driven research.
And they have a very specific philosophy for how they build this out. It's a structured product, not just some theoretical white paper. As they define it, funds are the product, research tools are the engine, updates are the proof, AI-managed funds are the destination. This tells us they're building tangible infrastructure step by step. They aren't just launching an AI into the wild and hoping for the best. They're meticulously building the research tools first to prove the whole concept.
Let's move to section 3 and check out the mechanics. The research engine, 5 live surfaces feeding risk checks.
This brilliantly illustrates how comprehensive automated due diligence can actually be. Messy Virgo essentially uses a 5-cylinder engine to screen potential investments. First up, macroeconomics. What's the broader market backdrop looking like? Second, narrative momentum. This tracks which crypto themes are winning or fading over a 30-day window. Third is performance signals, looking closely at trend quality and relative strength. Fourth, social signals, because we all know attention matters hugely in crypto. They track sentiment shifts and influencer dynamics. And finally, security signals. This is absolutely crucial. These are the strict no-go flags, checking protocol security, liquidity, and contract-level risk. It is a wildly thorough, automated vetting process.
So how do they deploy this engine? Let's look at section 4, the 4-step roadmap, their blueprint to AI management.
They are super clear about taking this slowly to build trust before any autonomous capital is deployed. It's a 4-step journey. Step 1 is the live research engine we just talked about. Step 2, which is where they are highly focused right now, is pre-live funds, basically public testing. Step 3 is the coming allocation logic, where they harden the rules. And finally, step 4 is the ultimate destination, future AI-managed funds.
Let's actually zoom in on that second step in section 5, testing in public, proving the process before AI deployment.
This is where their commitment to radical transparency really shines. Right now, they're running these pre-live testing funds.
They are research-informed portfolios that go through the exact same full workflow the future AI will use, the screening, scoring, and risk rejection. But, and this is key, these are human-reviewed today. Emphatically, they are not risking autonomous capital yet, and every single win, loss, and rejection is tracked publicly via their Messy Fund updates, build logs, and blogs. They are proving that their rules work in the real world first.
To put that into perspective, you can literally open their app right now and see this happening live on the Base network. You'll see pre-live funds like MVF Messy-based and MVF-based sub-3M. You can check out their live net asset value, their performance over a day, a week, a month. It showcases live screening insights, proving that this theoretical engine actually functions in real day-to-day market conditions.
There's a great quote from the team. We track and document what works, what tools mattered, what was rejected, and what it teaches the future AI fund agent. And honestly, that's a real game changer. These blogs and build logs aren't just some passive archive of things they've done. Every human-reviewed decision happening right now is literally the active training data for tomorrow's autonomous agent.
Which sets us up perfectly for our final section, the transparent future, moving toward autonomous execution.
Before they can hand the keys over to the AI, they have to nail step 3, hardening allocation logic. Basically, they have to stress test all those screening playbooks, the scoring thresholds, and the risk rules against real portfolios. That logic has to be absolutely ironclad in a production environment before they can safely transition to fully autonomous capital deployment.
Now, what's really interesting here is how strictly they define their end goal. The AI fund agent is that future in-development state where autonomous execution takes the wheel, but it will be strictly confined by the proven rules established during this public testing. They're very upfront about this. Do not treat their current pre-live testing as live AI-managed performance just yet. The agent is the destination, and they're meticulously building the tracks right now to get there safely. And underwriting all this software and transparency is the project's native token, Messy, deployed on the Base network. To ensure foundational trust, they've baked in some serious security elements. The token has been audited, the team has undergone KYC via solid proof, contract ownership has been renounced, and the whole project is actually backed by a registered Swiss association. They are building out the regulatory and security framework just as meticulously as the tech itself.
So what does this all mean for you? Well, as AI inevitably shifts from just being a helpful research tool into a full-blown autonomous fund manager, are you ready to finally see exactly how your portfolio thinks? The days of the completely opaque black box fund are definitely numbered. Messy Virgo is laying the groundwork for a future where professional, risk-managed curation is entirely out in the open. It's a fascinating shift in asset management, and for sure a space you're going to want to keep a close eye on. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep asking those big questions, and I'll catch you next time.